second. Okay. Ready to begin. We're up to the Maamar, the Hasidic discourse of Purim, Tavshin Chavtes, 1969, which the Rebbe spoke by the Fabrengen, Purim. The Rebbe delivered this Hasidic discourse. And now we should have made more, yeah. And now we're going to the next part of the Maamar.
This is part 2.
We have Maamarim Tavshin Chavtes, though. Sefer Maamarim, the Bichel. So this is part 2 of the Maamar, second installment. Okay, so now we go on.
Next to synopsis.
Save Gimel. Almost finished. Only half the page.
This is not even half. Okay, the Rebbe asks what are the 6 garments that are mentioned that Mordechai went out with. And the Rebbe continues that the redemption of Yidden is in different stages. The same thing is understood also that when it comes to the redemption in the time of Golus is also like it was by Mordechai. First he was on one stage, then another stage. He was invited to the meal, to the feast, and then later Haman was brought down, and then the decree was nullified. So everything was stage by stage. So now the Rebbe continues. Okay, we're up to Kuf Lamed Tes 80 mehr, oder ein bisschen weiter. Mit lernen Kuf Lamed Tes noch einmal just so he explains in the Drushim in the Hasidic discourse that the difference between the time of Golus and the time that the Beis Hamikdash, the temple, was existing, when the Beis Hamikdash was existing, so they saw miracles in a very obvious way. As the Chachamim say, as it says in the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, that 10 miracles took place with our parents in the Beis Hamikdash, with our ancestors in the Beis Hamikdash. These nisim were visualized in a physical sense by everyone that came kasheroyu the Beis Hamikdash when they came to the temple. La'leis v'lerois yeroa geimer al pnei orden avaya. In Ephraim from Yeroah, that it was that they were seen, they were visualized, as is Hashem saw them, and also they saw the godliness. Yeroah daf daike be'ephraim shel Riyah. It was an inyan of Riyah, which was in a visualized sense. In a way that they saw how the Eibishter is the master of the world and master of all the worlds. In other words, they saw how Nes, the godliness, is dominating the natural behavior in the world. But it was in the time of exile. So then it became a stage of a concealment, that the Gemara asks in Chulin, the tractate of Chulin, in the Talmud, is asked, how do we know the union of Esther? Which means that everything has to come from Torah. To the extent, as the Rebbe brings from Gemara Bava Kama, that there was a Sikha once the Rebbe spoke, that that even what people say also has a source from Torah. It's only that they express it in their way. Of a pale, it has an expression that it comes from Torah. Like we find it also in regards to expressions that are expressed in Yiddish. That the Lashon Yiddish, although it's an expression that not always we have scholars or pious people using the language. You have sometimes people that are not so learned. But still, it is a language that even the expressions come from our sages. Today there's already books that discuss the different phrases in Yiddish, certain comments, certain...
Yeah, when it comes, when I speak Yiddish now.
It says Lashon Kiddush, I think.
Yiddish, yeah.
Yeah. So,
forget Yiddish.
Forget Yiddish. The Rabbeim spoke in Yiddish 9 years, 9 generations.
Because of the Galus. But when Mashiach came, no more Yiddish.
No.
Because majority of these Jewish people don't speak Yiddish. Let's put them with them.
It won't go down. I'm sorry to tell you, it won't go down the drain. It won't go down the drain. Don't worry about it. It will not go down. If we're going to mention Yitzias Mitzrayim,
I'm going to be the first one to kick it. I'm going to go down the drain.
You kicked it already 20 years ago, man.
6 years ago. 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Okay.
6 years.
6
Your
years.
wife's going to
You're
speak
good.
Yiddish.
Lepel mamish. When it comes to the union of, so there's an expression which is in Yiddish, ayor met mitvach, a year and a Wednesday, which that expression is later found that this was actually in the Talmud, in the tractate of Ksuves, that it says over there that a girl is married psula nisas on a Wednesday, and then it says what is the year? The year is that they give time, a kala, a molikatzat, and they give 12 months to prepare. So b'meili this hayor mit mitvach, a year and a Wednesday.
But it was Tuesday.
Wednesday.
No, psula nisas liyem
Monday
haravi,
is
fourth
Monday.
day. Yeah. Then the Gemara discusses what about Tuesday, what about Monday. But originally it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is the time of the Levana. That's when the Levana was positioned. And Psula Nisas Liyem Arvi is an acronym. The word Levana spells out the word Levana. Psula Nisas Liyem Arvi Beis Nun Lamed Hey. And as the Rebbe once spoke, and today it's already on the early years video, the Rebbe once spoke that in Paris it was Tu B'Shvat. So the Rebbe says Psula Nisas Liyem Arvi means Elef Arvi, the fourth millennium. So the Rebbe said that it's already the 5th, it's already the 6th, and we're still in Golus. The Chasana, the wedding of Yidden, the Jewish nation, and Hashem did not take place yet. We're still in Golus. And this is when a Chassid that learned in 770, in the 1940s, recalled this, and later he gave it over in an interview, remembering the Rebbe in Paris when he fabrengt on the 15th of Shvat, in the middle of the war, during the wartime, World War II. So b'meila, there is the union that that this shows that even an expression, a sichas chuln of Yiddish, has a makar, has pashat sources in Chazal. Mashenkin bizman. So b'meila, everything in the world comes from Torah. So the same thing is also the union of Esther. That even the union of Esther, which shows on concealment, so this also has a source in Torah. Shanemar v'anechi haster aster panai b'yemahu shalachein nikra hagolus b'shem Laila. That's why Golus is called Laila, darkness, because it's concealed. It says that Eibishter conceals himself, and he wants that Yidden, the Jewish nation, should look for him like a child looks for his father. Heipach Zman Hagula, exactly the opposite of the time of redemption. Alderech Zeh B'Zman Shebeis HaMikdash HaYakayom. Alderech Zeh is also in the time Shebeis HaMikdash HaYakayom. So this is a time. This is a time of redemption, a time of revelation, which is a time of miracles. And that's why they saw 10 miracles in the Beis HaMikdash. That Eibishter becomes an Eirelam, an everlasting revelation, a luminary. This is the situation, the stage of light and day. And as it's mentioned in the 6 days of creation, Vayikra Lekim Le'er Yem, that it goes together. Light is day, and al derech zeh the union of night, cheshach is laila, v'la cheshach kora laila. As we read it with lechatchila, with the spirit of Simchas Torah, right after we finish the Torah, we read, to complete the whole Chumash, we begin reading the Torah again, Bereshis bara Elikim, and Fashtetzach, al pi halacha, a person's already after L'chaim then, because this is a time that we duchen, the Birchas Keanim, the blessings of the Keanim are made in the morning prayer. In case they drink, and they won't be able to do it later, so that's why they do it then. They make the blessings, the Birchas Keanim, the blessings of the Keanim is in the morning prayer. So therefore, Eir and Yem goes together, because the purpose of Yem is Lahoyer, is to light out, to illuminate. And this is also connected with another vart, which also how we see how they go together. The Gemara says an expression, Anan Paula the Imam Anan, that we are workers from the day. So the Rebbe brings in Ayem Yem in Chavtes Teves, the 29th of Teves, as Anan Paula the Imam Anan means we are people that accomplish Yimama, light. Our union is to accomplish light, to increase in light. And that's why we see also, which this is the Aveda V'Yid. Aveda V'Yid is to illuminate the world. Which with this, he becomes a shutef, a partner to the Eibush and the creation, because the kavanah, the purpose of this world is that it should become a dwelling place by Hashem,